And welcome back to the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios. My name is Sims. This beautiful man is Avenger. And we are moving into map number 3 of the North American closed qualifiers for DreamHack Austin. And of course, a shot at $100,000. Martin, game number 2. Team Envious once again, this time playing it a little bit more passive, a little bit more slow, wait until teams kind of eliminated themselves, played the game.
Yeah, I mean, they played it super smart. They had this western side kind of to themselves because they pushed everybody else out, killed some squads coming in from that side. It didn't really favor them that much. It did kind of shift towards them being able to stay on the field and push it slowly, and then everything just broke out in a full annihilation. On the eastern side, you had Optic, you had Ghost, you had Totality, all the top teams kind of just fighting it out. And Optic made a really good decision, just saying nope. They're just going to move on the north, kind of clearing everyone out there and also getting some kills, of course, by that. But still, super good effort from Envious. This is the Envious we want to see.
So we've seen a northern circle, we've seen an eastern circle, obviously.
Western.
Western. Thank you for picking me up. Northern, western. Obviously, where you're looking from...
South now. So
south.
we're going to have a milli now,
this
and
is
then it's
going
to be east.
This is what I'm wondering. Like, how does this now, if we get a different kind of circle, how will Envious react to it? Because so far it's been within their reach, within their vicinity. You know?
Obviously, being north and west, it's super close to the south yard, so they're going to be able to loot a lot. They're going to be able to take a good position. But still, the way they moved as well, they were in South George, and they had to move all the way around southwest as well. So they were on a far patch going on the southwest there.
You'd have to assume that both times they've gone coastline then, because initially they saw coastline when it would cross Severny. We saw them just on the ditch, and then we saw them from the coastline on the west, and they were slowly creeping in. But it's 2 wins in the bag. Let's take a look at how they look on the scoreboards now. And the rest of the teams after game number 2 is all said and done. Envious starting to pull ahead of the pack, just like Liquid did in their first day last week. 800 placement points, back-to-back chicken dinners, 216 kill points as well to boot. So topping the charts in both sections. Totality, they move into second. Team Dignitas, they take third. Optic Gaming, they have well and truly jumped up the point standings. They are now just only, how many is that? I'm bad at math. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points away from that green bar. Just hot on the heels of Team Dignitas. Now this, just as a note, that's standings after game number 2, not standings after game number 1. Cloud9, Martin, it's not where I expect them to be after game 2 especially.
No, but still, look at their kills. They have 5 kills to the name compared to everyone else down there. So Waka Gaming, they have 2. Hooligans have 2. But they have 5, so they're still kind of fragging out. But as I said, it's this macro play. They can't really figure it out. So
I don't mean to keep banging on about C9, but the thing is, I know individually what those players are capable of.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's why it's kind of a shock more than anything.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Cloud9, they're a fragging team. They're individually extremely skilled.
Well, we'll see how they kind of fare when we move into game number 3. Remember, this isn't obviously over. We can keep looking at those standings. It's only 2 games. We do know that PUBG is a game where the tables can literally flip on its head. I mean, one particular instance I think of is Ghost Gaming, GLL. Like, what a turnaround day 2 that was.
Yeah.
Were they in 16th place?
They were 16th after 8 games, and then they came 3rd after 16 in 2 days.
That's actually ridiculous.
That's
to be able to,
really good.
But that also speaks volumes to the rest of the teams that are looking at it and saying, okay, well, you know, any time in PUBG, when you're down at the bottom, day 1, you most 110% certainly are not out. Game number 3 is live, and my word, look at that bird. She is smack bang all the way at the south, heading directly in the north. So, Erangel, Martin, everything here for me is open to every single team. They can go grab the vehicles and go to their home compounds where they would normally usually loot.
Yeah, this is kind of the first time we have a plane where you can, we're going to see where the players and the teams really want to go. So I'm kind of excited to see here. Are we going to see some contests in the farm area? Are we going to see contesting in the western and ruins as well? And George, what's going to happen there? Noble, are they going to go stealth? Kameski split Trifecta? Are they going to contest Severny again? And is Dignitas going to go there? What's going to happen? So everybody's just taking their decisions here. Dignitas is actually going to go for the Severny shooting range, and I think Trifecta is going to challenge them.
Trifecta might step back if they don't challenge. As you say, there is a possibility there. Noble, they'll opt to get the split at the top. Stauber just on the bottom of the little God compounds for Godspeed as he looks across, trying to fee where other players. But I mean, that's the good point about this because that whole hillside is so open. And we might initially, a couple of players breaking off at the top there, so will we see them at shooting range or will they actually contest it? It's going to be a bit of a wild one. That's where the start's going to be. Speaking of wild one, Optic are already under the cosh. The bullets are coming down from Team 12 onto Team 13. We've got the Rosshawk Skull split just across the side.
Yep.
Fair few players split across. Totality, they land in Yasnaya. They're happy. Ghost, same old, business as usual from Milta. This time, Fuzzy Potato, Spike and his boys, they're just going to be able to loot the farmland as much as they want and do whatever they want. Team 14, the Rusky boys, Mad Rusky himself and the rest of his guys, they'll just take Pachinki. Happy days for them.
Oh.
Circle comes in, and Lord, you look at that. Near enough the same as the first time round. Envious, though. This time round, Martin, they're going to be a little bit late to the party because they have to get the vehicles and they have to drive.
Yeah. They're going to be picking up all the vehicles in the South George area. And possibly staying kind of late there because, again, this is this circle we talked about in the first game. There's not a lot of compound. You have to play outside. And with the circle shifts you have, it's kind of not viable just to go dead center in the first circles. On Civil here, he's going to be pushing and he's going to be holding. Oh, he's just going to drown himself.
He's killed himself.
He's going to deny that kill. Those 12 points. It's a smart play. Like, he was doomed to die there anyway. Caden and the guys from Envious, they're going to be dropping here, trying to get a car. Did not get one, so he's going to be running. Although he has a 2 or 3-seater there. Of course, Dignitas is going to hold on to the servant area, and the lumber mill guys, they really love this area. And again, it's going to favor them. They're going to be having a really good, strong position. Look at Froliker already in that compound.
Literally took the words out of my mouth.
Sorry.
Look, no, you're fine. It's good that we both see it initially. I mean, I think there's still, yes, it was. So I saw Elusive. He went on the longest flight route I've ever seen in my life. He flew across, he took a look at Severny, he took a look at shooting range, and he's only just landed now. C9 are completely split. All 4 players in different areas here. Now, positive side, negative side. Positive side, you can get a damn good compound like that. It's a strong compound, it's center circle. Negative side, Moody, for instance, you ain't going to get jack. You're going to be running around, you're going to be looking for loot, you're going to be skimping, you're going to be scraping, you're going to be going to all these little individual compounds, these little individual houses. And more importantly, if you go up against a team, you're going to get picked off left, right, and center. Even Solid's on his own. All 4 players are literally split.
Yep.
It's questionable.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we can say it's a new tactic or what it is, but it's definitely something different. We're going to see, obviously, here Moody, he has one of the best compounds as well. Froliker as well, one of the best compound if it shrinks north. So I think they're going to stay here, but they do need to be joined by the other guys. Elusive doesn't have a car. Solid is going to have to rotate in between Tempo Storm and Envious, trying to get to either Elusive or Moody.
I mean, as you said, Froliker and Moody, they have the compounds, but they might not have the gear. They might not have the other backup of the players to actually hold those compounds. If somebody, if a team wants to crash it, one player versus 4, they're going to have it taken away from them. You never even know. Solid might actually decide to just kind of play the long game. You know, be the... I always remember back to Gamescom, Break being the emergency backup, being that guy who will just sit and try and make your way up the leaderboards. He's currently still outside of the circle while the rest of his teammates are there, but further afield, once again, Pure. They're the boys that are furthest away from the shift, all the way down in military base. They're going to come across the Western Bridge.
Yep.
Very careful of the people that are going to be rotating outside of Pachinki. Trifecta on the grab already. He's greedy for this one, but again, Martin, with these crates, they're well worth it. That's going to be an M24. 3-3.
He doesn't even have a backpack.
I mean, who cares when you've got a 24 on your back? You don't need, you don't need that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Laughing, son.
It's just running away laughing, yeah. Another team I kind of want to talk about is the Noble guys in Stalber and doing this split. What I really love about those guys is their plane-dependent dropping. They're so adaptive at dropping depending on the plane, which is really, really a strong trait to have. We saw them first game in Novo, then we see them next game in Sarki, then we see them this game in the Stalber split, also taking the mansion northwest of Yasnaya. This is a really strong trait to have. You also saw them at Katowice being one of the most consistent team, I believe. All they had was top 6, maybe one top 7. They're so extremely consistent coming into this. They didn't really get more than top 3. I think top 3 was their best, and then rest of it was like top 5, top 6. but their ability to be able to snake or come into the top 6 is really a strong trait to have.
I mean, they have changed how I've seen them play in the past. Like, I used to see them loving going for central circle, and so far we've not necessarily seen that. A bit more passive, and again, things change up, teams change and adapt over time. This time around, one who's changing it up a little bit, Venerated's been the scout here for Envious. Check Shooter will follow boot, and they'll try and get together as teams do begin to rotate. Venerated does have a decent compound, so at least he can wait for his teammates to come across, and he can defend this as well with the scat. It's still a viable and valuable weapon. Surprised that the cross cubes over here haven't actually been taken, because they can potentially set up a choke point here for people moving across this bridge just to the right-hand side of Georgia Paul.
And it's also a good place to stay, to keep your cars. It's a good place in the circle. It's not dead center, but still it is really, really centered. And we see Moody has actually transitioned away from the compound he looted earlier, making it available for Matt Ruski and Nub as well. Noble and the guys, they're going to make their way all the way in as well. It looks like they have a lot of compounds available to them on the eastern side here. Totality is going to be shooting a bit at them as well here. Daclus going to return some fire.
Will this be the third map in a row where Ghost have been last to arrive to the circle?
I mean, they could just play it like FaZe does. Come in extremely late to the second circle, just taking compounds as they usually do. On the northern side, Noble is not there anymore, and I'm wondering if Badak is going to make that call just to make like the FaZe transition from Milta, going all the way up to kind of Stalbo or north of Stalbo, taking that area from there and just coming in from that side, because that would be a really good call. Obviously, this is in hindsight and we have the information, but still, this is a good transition because United, they're going to be coming in there as well. Ghost, they're going to be making their way. But they still have the whole southwestern side open to them. Nobody's really gatekeeping that area, so they could play that late.
So your main points, that could be where the crashes are starting to happen. It's pretty much central circle. I mean, everyone starts moving across from Georgia Paul, hit the bridges, and you're just in for a rough time, to be honest. Speaking of rough time, Totality, they match up against Noble. The bullets start to fly, center circle, just to the right-hand side of the shooting range. That's exactly what it's going to be. United, they'll come in a little bit later than most teams. They won't be the last. Ghost will still be there, but they'll be the second from last. However, just at the bottom of the Stalber Hills, they've got plenty of territory, plenty of time, no team next to them. Up in the corner then where Zaki, the Zaki boys themselves, trifecta, they'll move down. Again, so much room to breathe as we wait for this circle to come in and crush. Tony V and the rest of Totality, they're going to chill, they'll park the vehicles, get them out of harm's way, keep the tyres free and clean. Looking down at the bottom though, Team 10, they'll crack off some shots there. Boy high on the boys. Team 14, they will get away with a life. I didn't see any blood passing as they did move through. And here comes the Ghost push once again, far and wide, Martin.
Yep. And I think they're going to make that transition as well. Also in the southwest here, as you see here, you have Tempo Storm here. They're kind of gatekeeping, but the guys here, they're going to drive close to they're taking some shots, of course, but they're going to go close to that. The guys from Viper Esports here, fairly new team as well. I love the name. Hey, it's me, Brain. Fantastic name.
Hey, it's me, Boo.
And Hey, it's me, Boo as well. Sierra set as well. Hey, it's me, Boo is LF Jamili though. Luke here with the DP. Talking about it earlier. A strong gun. Sierra's Kathetas here. He's going to make his way and they're going to be joining their friends. Hey, it's me, Boo.
Now look at this rotation coming out of E United. They have come in all the way from Lippo, and rather than just standing still, they're trying to get ahead of the pack, ahead of the game here. They are going center circle, so they have to be ready. And it all depends what kind of gear they've got on, to be honest with you. I mean, they've done Lippo, so they should be pretty good. Hunt around in the kill feed, knocks 2 mine. It's going to be a K98 finding its target. And they pull up center circle. They get top of the hill. Kings of the mountain right now, but they've got to be careful because there's one team just lurking to the left-hand side. I think it was Noble. Make sure you put the brake on that car body before the UAS does roll off.
He's not going to notice. It's going to be like, bye-bye.
No, it's going like, no. Oh, God.
Is it going to keep going?
I think it will. Yep,
yeah, it's bye-bye.
See ya. Yeah, that's gone. And it's
going to pick up speed now. Yeah.
Are they going to chase it and stop it?
I don't know.
It's gone.
This is going to be like a gift. It's going to be No! Get back! Get back! Stop!
What are you doing?
Stop, car!
That's can't be real.
Look how close they are to Nova as well. Look at that car. It's just going to be there. Hey, guys. Don't mind me.
Stop it.
Oh, it's going to stop to the...
I bet Boom's like, What the hell is going on here?
This is some next level tactics.
That is some debated stuff right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're actually going to continue for it. They're going to go get the vehicle back, but this could prove dangerous for them because Noble have seen this. A bullet comes flying his way. Boom loses a bit of life. In fact, it's G's from the top corner. He's going to take the first bullet. Edak finds it. Kar98 lines it up and finds the target. And Civil Hills, the calls coming through. Looking straight across, and he sees more players on top. So, rolling this vehicle back, it might cause them a ton of problems, to be honest with you, man. They're in trouble.
Dackel is here. Boom is going to get knocked by Vegas, so they're going to knock each other. But also, Dignitas is taking fire at them from the shooting range, so they're kind of in a hot spot here.
They've had one answered back at least, so they're not totality again, as you mentioned, Martin.
Yeah.
So they've lost 2 by following this car through. They've unfortunately gone into an area where...
they didn't need to. They had 3 USs already. This is a kind of unfortunate. Yep, next zone is going to pop. It's going to go north again. So Dignitas in a really strong position here. And that dead center compound is not taken. This is usually some place that Dignitas usually take. This is something that Gustav usually goes for straight off when you see a northern circle. Because this compound is so strong. I wonder if he's going to go for it and check for it now.
One of the compounds that I like is the Trifecta Boy. I think this is the one where you have the Harry Potter and the 3-stack.
It is.
It's a fantastic building because you know no one's going to be behind you because you've pretty much got the rocks. If people do drive toward you and try and crash you, they will opt to just kind of drive off. So there is a bit of a ditch attempt for them. They can hit the water, but again, because you've got so much time to crawl back, you can look across. Ghost still on the move here, still rotating, playing this late game, and so far he's been doing quite well. Team 12, they'll get the vehicles in front of the comrade to pick him up, so there they go. But the blood, as he scopes in, so someone else is shooting him. Look at how far Ghost are playing this. This is incredible. They're going to go in all the way up top, try and take the northern edge of this coastline and really get a prime location. Where will they stop? Because every single compound is about to go down. Totality, they answer back. 100 rounds, he's fallen. Kickstarter goes down from Purdy. Another one comes through there. Back to back from Smithy. Sees the knock, gets the flush. 100 rounds, he's dead.
It looks like Guys is disconnected. No, he hasn't. He's just lost the car. The car is smoking as well, so you don't want to be near it as well. So he's just gonna disengage from it. He's gonna blow it up himself as well. Guys is gonna hit the ground here. There's a drop as well, pretty close to Ghost. It hasn't been taken yet. I wonder what's in it. They're gonna look at this prime real estate.
They got that?
Look at that prime real estate. It's just open. It's free. Look at Wookie Boogie and the guys from Dignitas. They did get that. It was completely free, and they did get that. United in a spread as well. Optic is putting pressure on them. Guys, he's on a amount of pressure here. Oh, Wookie Boogie taking out Taylor J. He's going to knock him. So Dignitas successfully defends this compound. Another nade.
United in kinds of problem, unfortunately. Every single
Vegas.
time. Yep, he does, but he gets one back himself as Hetra finds his target. Geese does fall. In fact, that's a kill, not even a fall. Finds the target, finds the spot. 12 points for Optic Gaming. Balak and the boys over on Ghost, still chilling, looking around, but this big compound fight going down. Vegas finds onto Taylor. Taylor hits the deck, unfortunately.
Just going to steal those 2 kills right there.
Tap fire from the 16.
Yeah, Raw is the last player from that knocked squad here. Vegas is going to be staying here. They have the 2-2 split going in there with the 2 love shacks. So they have the 2 shacks in the split here. There are only 2 guys alive.
The problem for me is his meds. I mean, he's literally got 2 stims and 4 first aids. Fair enough, 4 first aids is pretty good, but
no bandages.
He has no bandages. He has to stay alive for a long, long time. And even if he wants to try and boost up, for instance, once he runs out of these boosts, I mean, using a first aid to try and get yourself back to 75, if you're not that damaged, it's kind of a waste.
Yeah.
Totality, they'll opt to move towards Severny. So that's quite a wide shift for them. They'll try and pray that the circle does go their way. Trifecta, they've got a beautiful little compound we mentioned and touched on earlier on. Where's C9 chilling? Are they outside?
They're in the middle east, north of the shooting range. Wookie Boogie's going to knock Vegas as well. So Vegas tried to go for the loot. Raw is going to get finished off as well by Adam, and they're going to finish off Vegas. That's a lot of more loot for Dignitas. I'm not sure they need it. Looks like Room is going to go for that. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for that revive here on Vegas. He is indeed.
I think he needs to.
He needs indeed as well. They have a strong position here. They're in the center of the circle. Pubg and the Optic boys, they have a really good position as well. Kind of split north of the plane crash. Noble in the shooting range as well.
Turtle on the care package.
Yep.
He's going to go and grab himself some loot. He's going to guarantee himself a level 3 MK14. That auto snipe we like to see. More than likely going to be 3-3. You see his level 2 chest and level 2 helmet on the floor.
Didn't take it. He kept his mini and his DP.
Did he take the ammo?
He did take the ammo, yeah.
Which is quite BM, but it's lovely because you deny any player that finds it.
Yep.
But with the 7.62 meta we see in play, if someone does find it, they're more than likely to be able to do it. Sometimes you see players, even if they don't need an 8 times, they'll still take it to at least deny other players or share it between the teammates.
I like the new UI where now the white stripes are gone when it has been looted. I like that. That's kind of nice.
Little touch. We're still learning things.
Yeah, we
I
are.
like it.
Western shift here. It's going to go straight to Envious. It's going to kind of favor everybody on the west side here. Pax is going to knock Purdy. He's going to push in that. He did flip his spike or just, shoot him off. Oh, he's going to hit the ground. Oh, he's going to get finished off Tony V. And he did finish, though, Pax. So, and he finished Purdy as well. And so he was the
last man for his team. So he's gone. They're down in 16. I honestly thought he was going to grab the bike and bail.
I think so. He tried to finish him, though, as well. So, yeah. Ghost here, they're going to make a northern. They're going to go straight into Dignitas here.
This could be dangerous. There's the DP. The tank buster comes in. It's not finding any targets just yet. 6 timed as well. Lean through from Gustav, trying to find a target. 2 in the US, 1 on the back. McCoy's out in front, so he's the scout. He'll be the one that's offered up to Victim. Zampa,
kill where they're trying to go. Yeah, Cathes is going to be... And he's going to get stolen with an SLR from originally. Cheeky. It's a cheeky little steal here. Ghost, they're going to kind of split up here in this dip. So they have some compounds moving. McCoy's going to go back. They have a pretty good decision here, making a pretty good decision, taking that compound. But they're going to lose all their cost by this.
I don't like these Shack players.
It's kind of a last resort decision here with this kind of circle. They can move on foot from this and go south if they need to, and they can kind of gatekeep everybody else coming from the north. Elusive and all the guys from Cloud9, they are still alive. Noble, all of them are still alive as well. They are making a push on each other right here. Wildcard, they are behind them, kind of pushing as well. They're not inside this zone, so they have to make a move here. They're all on foot.
Edak and Elusive both rocking the 2-2. Elusive with what looks to be the 3 time on top of the M16. Car 98 in the hands of Edak with the ACOG on top. Uncivil comes into Tony V. There's the knock, there's the flush. Gustav comes in, seals the deal. 12 points to Dignitas. Noble, Godspeed here, just keeping the edge of this wall. He might just catch a glimpse here of C9 on the rotation. Boom's pushing up as well. Edak's behind him. And it's kind of a 2-2 split. Solid on the opposing side, so the shots will come through. They see Elusive. This will now give the information to Solid exactly where these players are. So he needs to just kind of stay still. Wait for them to make their move.
Look at this tapping. It's so much. It's so different. Solid is going to nade. This is going to go into him.
Is it going to be good?
Oh, it didn't go through. Noble is going to push here. Solid is kind of on his own here. He's just going to try to gatekeep them.
That'd have been a god play. Like it was a great effort.
Yeah, Solid here in a pretty decent position. They are gatekeeping them. Look at Frolicker as well in the north. So they're really gatekeeping Noble here, trying to finish him off. Solid, he had 3 bandages and a level 1 helmet. No more meds.
That's what we said. Doing this kind of play that they've been doing, it does affect you when you look at the loot that you've got. Level 1 helmet, Jack all on the meds. And he doesn't even have a scope on either of his weapons. He's literally iron sighting both. AKM is going to do damage, going to shred. Got the UMP if he wants to be a little laser beam as well. Frolicker, meanwhile, by doing what he's doing, he's allowed his teammate to at least rotate away from them. Still hard leaning, hard peeking, keeping his head down. All 4 members of C9 alive. They need this game. They need a big finish here in game number 3 to really get back in the game and jump a big boost. Meanwhile, Noble, I like what they're doing. Look at that drive out into the blue. Frolicker's going to whack some shots off, but honestly, it's not really going to do too much. 2 players of Noble still moving up here, so no, they're going to run away. Unfortunately, they might fall victim here. Does have the ACOG on the scar. The tap fire will come through. That should be 2 players. Moody finds 1. Godspeed still his head down, begging for mercy.
Yeah, he's going to nade and try to finish him up with the nade, making sure it doesn't get stolen, but they are the only guys on the eastern side here. Next zone is going to shift, and it's going to go towards Envious and Trifecta here. Envious being extremely lucky with those zone shifts.
Now as well, obviously Edak's gone down to the zone there, so that's actually going to deny 12 points in theory to C9. They kind of needed that kill to jump them up more. You need to be getting those kills. You can't be letting players get finished off to the zone.
Oh,
like
I actually think they get it. It's
they
just,
still get it.
It's because the finishing. Yeah, it's the finishing damage that is the play zone. But they had the knock, so they are going to get the kill as well.
Okay,
pretty sure with that. Meanwhile, we did see Boom getting finished off as well, and actually also Master Nook. So they went out in 15th. Noble. Shrimpsy here taking some shots. Hey, it's me. Brain is down to 50% HP. They're going to be driving. Can't get into the zone. He's going to flip. The Bucky is going to lose a tie here. Hey, it's me. Brain. They're going to be pushing on some pressure onto them. Spike here.
He's got a massive deflator to play off of at least. That is the saving grace from it. I'd be impressed to see how many kind of tires it's still got left. You can only assume that unless he hits something, that will have been the reason that it did flip round. Over here on the crash plane site, look at all these vehicles. Optic have all the time in the world. Don't run your teammate over.
It's close. It's not the strongest car, those.
It's not the easiest place to get out of as well. No. As you can see, this is like watching a beached whale. Currently just trying to flap around.
Are you calling Del Hero a beached whale?
No, not the vehicle.
Shadow is going to get taken out by Check. Check is going to finish him. Boogie is going to finish off 3 guys from Ghost. They pushed them. Profi is the last guy alive. Boogie. Dignitas is pushing Ghost so aggressively here. Dignitas, is he going to finish him? Gustav, they're just finishing them off. Ghost. Profi here is going to be taking out at 14th. Dignitas with the insane push here. And Civil, Boogie and Gustav finishing up Ghost.
That were a 3-for-1. 3-for-1 on the grid. And this is what I said about these shacks. That's why I'm not a big fan of them, because you're just an open target. There's not really where else you can go. If a team's got a full, full eyes on you. Oh, Elusive, Frolicer, Solid. Was that all of C9 dead?
Looks like...
No. That Frolicer, Solid gone.
Yep.
C9 dead and gone. Same again, same scenario. The entire team just wiped from the face of Erangel.
There might be one player left. Moody here. He is one guy. He's the last guy here. So
excuse me, Moody left.
Moody is the snake of this team. But all the other guys, they did get annihilated from Optic. And Wildcard as well is going to push in here. Look at all these guys in the southeast here. Moody's going to take shots as well from Wildcard. But he's maybe being able to push in here. A nade. This nade could be godlike. Is it going to pop on them? Oh, it did give 50% damage to Hetra, so he's going to move here.
Hetra's just bailing.
Pride, an insane headshot onto Hetra, taking him out of a moving vehicle as well.
That is sick. Look at the explosion. The pain train's coming down. Donut Hole comes in as well. Unfortunately, he's dead. The knock and the finish is through. Delirio, I mean, they're still preying off this rock. Oh, no, they're all just going to rush them. If they got out of this, it would be an absolute godsend. You got to stand your ground here, Delirio. You're going to be in all kinds of problem. He finds 1, finds 2, finds 3. Oh, Optic. They've got 1 player alive. It's going to be Bauwaka. He has completely run away from this fight altogether. As Pride, they get 3 members. That's going to be 36 points in the bag for them. Vegas still standing on his own after that weird and wonderful kind of engagement at the start, but he gets 2 back-to-back knocks there. He's kind of helping Optic out here. By knocking these players on Pride, he's giving Optic a further chance for Bauwaka to stay alive and get away from this fight and disengage. And all of a sudden, he steals a kill as well. He takes one from them. Hetra, 12 points going the way of EU.
Yep. Wildcard here in a good position. Moody is behind a tree. He is not inside the new zone. It's going to push in 45 seconds. Wildcard under immense pressure from both Dignitas, United, and even Optic as well. Bauwaka being the last member alive. He's slightly on the edge of the zone as well. Moody here. Last player from Cloud9 in this round. Is he going to be able to make a play here? Dignitas is fully aware of his position here. If he's going to peek, Boogie is going to finish him off. Oh, looks like he's taking shots now. Boogie is taking shots onto Moody. Check shooter as well. He's going to knock down Logic. Check is down to 30% HP. He's going to get knocked by Adam with the mini, with the headshot.
Get inside the shack at least. Didn't have a pan, you just heard the vehicle.
Yep.
Your boy Dre comes in there for tempo. 12 points, easy kill. Knock on the flush. GG. Spike answers back though onto Dre. Gives him a taste of his own medicine, unfortunately, with the scar. Thank you. Look at the bobbing of that gun though. 2 times, spins around. Fuzzy Potato hits the deck. Opsa now gets the Tommy gun, the silenced Tommy gun. He smells blood, he wants more, he's going in, but unfortunately, he gets answered back with the blunt end of an AKM.
Shrimpsy, the last player from Hooligans. He's gonna make the flash. He couldn't see anything. He couldn't see anything. Insane. Sandpar, they're gonna be able to pick him up. The zone is pushing though. Maluk is running. Tempos don't have to make a move here. Hey, it's me, Brain. He's also running as well. Last player from Viper Esports. He has to make a move here. Dignitas is in an extremely good position. Moody has been finished as well. We're down to 11 teams, 27 players. Pride got knocked as well. Tumai, the last player right here. Bahawaka still alive as well.
Let's take a look at the circle then. Oh, no. In fact, no, we'll keep it on this one. That's fine. Raum just trying to pray that his teammates kind of can help him out. In fact, he doesn't have any. I'll bite my own words. He's the last man standing here. M24. We saw earlier on, coming through with the care package trifecta, they've got a big bad boy gunner themselves. But look at this, they have a compound. Nop on the outskirts there. Needs to be extremely careful. Let's go back to the maps. I want to see how this one's kind of planned out. These players are all individual there.
Room did finish Optic off here, so Optic's out on 10th.
Dignitas, all 4 players remaining. They can all just kind of chill. They've got really no direction as one more player hits the deck. Tumai's gone. There is one more player from Totality just chilling down there. If Dignitas can get that, they control pretty much half of the map. Meanwhile, Trifecta are doing so much damage onto Team 16. They're picking people off. Envious, dead center, so they should get this next circle. Snaking away your boy Dre. He's got Maluki to kind of back him up, but the circle's going to start to tick away at his damage. He's got plenty of meds in the bag. Here's Ramsey with the Vector. We do know these guns recently, especially the SMGs, they've had such a big bad boy boost. The Vector will rip you in half.
Saw him.
He knows where he is. But I'll tell you what, someone's dinking him, I think. That's why he's hit the deck himself.
Yeah. Ramsey is under fire himself, but he did see about Dre here, so he is here. Maluk is even further northwest between Envious, so these guys have a really, really rough position. Dignitas is taking an extremely aggressive position on the other side here, trying to clear the whole southwestern side. They did really get favored by this circle, pushing all the way towards them.
Envious again. 7 teams remaining. They've got all 4 players up. Check Shooter's got 2 kills for his team. Ramsey with the DP. Straight onto your boy, Dre. Your boy hits the deck. He's dead. 12 points moving to Ramsey. 18 alive. Ramsey's still taking some fire himself, though unfortunately, Original comes through to Wookie Bookie, so Dig. They get taken down. One initial player gets knocked from that. It's going to be SLR doing so much damage. The 7.62 gun, the DMR. It's a tank, and you've got to watch out for it. It's a rare gun, but I tell you what, if you pick it up, it's going to do so much for your team. You can allow you to get these picks, find the faces, find the level 2 helmets, because there's not many level 3s creeping these days. Nop. Takes out one player from Trifecta. That's a headshot as well. Another DMR, the Mini, coming in to do some work. And you need to do that to Trifecta because they've got an M24 in that compound, so they've got to be careful.
Yeah, and the zone is pushing them now. They have to make a move. We have 2 teams on the north. They have to cross the road as well to get in. Nop has joined the bottom of this Harry Potter. Bohayo is going to be taken out by Filthy. Filthy's going to make a move now. Nop is outside the zone. He does know this. He's aware of it. He's going to take him out. Nop knocking Filthy. Nop is going to be taken out by the zone because it's taking so much damage. So now they have to make a move. Alov here without a helmet.
He's in trouble, but he's got smoke, so he can put them down. He's got his teammates to the side of him. Not entirely sure if this is the one that does have the M24. Trifecta, Filthy, he'll fall victim to the circle. Mad Rusky, though. Rusky's here. He wants to play. He's got a DP of himself. 3 times. He's going to lean back. 7.62 takes one to the chest, knocks him back himself. Will he go for the finish? Yes, he will. He's trying to get this kill before he knocks, and he's died. He's gone. His team's out of the game. 6 teams, 13 alive. Dignitas still chilling. Look at where Adam is. He's been the backup plan. He's going to try and stop any teams rotating around from Dignitas from that northern edge. I love that play. Been the solo YOLO move up. Only Soko Maluk now outside of the zone. Smithy, 8 times and a dream. Can 98. Can he find a face?
They don't know he's there, so they're kind of protecting him. They have a border around him, so he's going to be able to just sneak. Everybody else will have to push. Dignitas is fully aware of everybody else being on the western side. I don't think they know that he's there. Sogo taking out Check is going to be knocked. And originally, he's going to be finished as well. Maluk is just trying to creep in. He's behind Envious. He's trying to have the same plan as Smithy. Next zone is going to pop. Where's he going to go?
Smack bang onto Adam. Now he moved up that side from there. Wookie Bookie finds one, comes in with the DMR. The M14 finds Ramsey. 4 teams are remaining. Smithy still on the outside. He has to go up north, but he could come across Adam. Adam's placement and his movement has been fantastic so far. He's calling out these players. They know we're envious. They're top of the charts at the moment. They're the team they need to take down. Knock them out in 3rd. Grenade goes down. It should move Jesse. It does so much damage and it finds it again. Gustav and Wookie Bookie, they've been so strong, so powerful. Grenades there.
Been ready to take him down to 30% HP as well. Oh, that's a good shot. It's going to hit him in the arms.
It's going to do what it needs to do and at least force him back. Meanwhile, Adam, though, he's got this flank point. He's got into a position where he can see all their backs and cause them all kinds of problems.
Adam has an extremely good position here. They can just put so much pressure onto Envious. Surely this must be Dignitas' round, but you have a totality guy on the back of them. He could potentially play a really lurk position here on them and play spoil on them.
So there's two things that he can do, right? He can either just try and wait and see how many die and before making an approach to the circle, or maybe he just YOLOs it. Maybe he catches a team off guard, he sees them running, think, okay, before I die, I'm going to try and bag a load of points before we do.
Yeah, that's a difference from third to second of 60 points as well. That's 5 kills. So that's huge as well. So I think he's going to play just with the zone, try to sneak it in. Venerated, though. No meds at all. 55, 60% HP. He's going to push Gustav here. They're going to be trying to pushing them together. The guys on the other side, they are there as well. Adam has an extreme position here. Smithy's going to make a move. He's going to push him. Venerated. He's going to knock Gustav.
It's nice. I like it. Opts to whip out the DMR. It's got an 8 times on. Sees the player and he was waiting. He was kind of standing back for a second because he knew this other player were there. He does get fallen down. Uncivil. Takes out Venerated. Smithy starts to make his approach.
Fantastic play here by Smithy. Smart and clever here. He knows it's so much more important to get the placements and then maybe play spoiler. He could just maybe destroy one of these guys. He's going to do it. He's going to go for a run here. He's going to finish him as well. He's going to be aware of the guys. No. Uncivil is going to finish off Smithy. They're going to get third. So 2v2 here. Adam is inside the zone. Uncivil is getting pushed as well. Caden is taken down. Check is outside the zone. He's going to try to heal. Jake. No, he's going to be taken down by the zone. This is Dignitas' game. What a fantastic play by them.
Amazing stuff. And it's kind of man of the hour there for Adam. His rotation to move up while the rest of his team pushed on and pushed hard to move into the north and sit there and kind of play a spoiler. That A, he can at least, you know, split their chance of getting where this circle would go, so they kind of give themselves that backup plan. But B, be the angle that they needed while the rest of the team looks and focused towards Envious. He could at least just kind of get round the back. He took out Jesse, I believe it was, and he also just kind of played spoiler and were tapping away at the rest of Envy. I think without him moving there, that potentially, I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but it could have been a different outcome altogether. He was there. He denied Envious any position to kind of just disengage from the fight. They were locked into that corner, which just, hey, it's a dig win, and I tell you what, it was a damn good game.
17 kills as well on Dignitas. That is fantastic. That's going to propel him all the way up to top 3, 100% certain.
The big point there is the kills onto Ghost. Like, knocking Ghost in a lower position, a team that you know is a challenger for these 3 spots. To be able to take out, and obviously you don't do it on purpose, you don't know who you are until you meet them, but to be able to, in their mind, say, okay, we took out one of our big competitors a little bit earlier on, that does help teams kind of morale and
motivate you to keep pushing it. But still, good zones for them, but also amazing positioning inside the zone. Look at the way they kind of made a border around the zone, just kind of protecting Smithy as well, but also making sure that nobody kind of could get all the way around. It's fantastic play by Dignitas. 17 kills as well, but Envious, second. Only 4 kills, though. They had a good position. They did go center early and then get favored by the second circle, but they played it super well. They kept pushing. They were on their foot as well, but on their feet all the time, and they were pushing in a good position and getting second here. They're going to be 100% in the first place still.
Well, they had a nice buffer. We'll see how the scores on the doors are and how things all tied up when we return. We're going to take a very short break, and when we get back, we'll have game number 4. Don't go anywhere.